Okay, pulse taking, Hua-Chim style. So basically, you have three positions: Chun, Guan, and Che. Chun, Guan, and Che position. So what I like to do is start right around the transverse crease of the wrist and just go directly below it. Okay. Now, if somebody is either really tall or just has larger body features, then what you want to do is spread out the fingers a little bit. And if they are younger, for example, infants, you might just use one finger and just go back and forth to feel the difference in qualities along the fingertip, or two fingers. You will feel you're actually touching the styloid process. So this is going to be, this pulse is generally a little bit more superficial than the others. So just keep that in mind when you're taking the pulse, and not to confuse it with just a superficial pulse, even though it feels a bit superficial. So basically, you start with very, very light pressure, and you want to use both sides. Okay, so both sides, and start with very light pressure, and just to kind of feel where the pulses are. And take your time to feel that where the pulses are. Okay. Basically, you're checking the pulse with the tips of the fingers. Okay. Okay. And without any judgment, without any idea of what the pulse should feel like, basically all you're doing right now is just to get to know the pulse. Okay. And you might want to just kind of feel around a little bit. Start with the second, or start with the first, second, third, second, first, and kind of go back and forth. After doing that for a bit, then you sink down real nice and deep. You can start with just one pulse first and see how deep it goes. And then, with the heartbeat, you can kind of follow the pulse. So it's what we call riding the wave in Hua-Chim. So you go basically with the pulse beat, you go up and down. And see if you can get the idea of how that pulse feels from all the way down below to where it hits its zenith and then back down again. Okay, and then you can do the same with the second position. And the third. Now that you have that down, you have the general idea of which is stronger, Chun, Guan, and Che, then you can start going with patterns. Okay, so comparing the Chun positions, then checking the Guan positions, and the Che positions.